Hey YouTube, it's Sandy Frank. I'm here going to show part of my Hot Wheels collection. First, I wanted to, in the background, I put another one of my Lego Star Wars. It's the walker there. My son bought me those, or he built them and gave them to me. So those are really cool. And I like to put them in my background. Today I'm going to be showing some of my Hot Wheels collection. This is some really rare Hot Wheels items. They're made from 1978 to 1980, and they're referred to as patch cards. All mine are mint on the card, and I was just going to show those. A lot of these, you will hardly ever see these ever, so I wanted to do this video, kind of document my collection. First we have the Spacer Racer, and this is the metallic version, metallic red version. There's another version also. This is Letter Getter from the Heavies. This is Captain America car with basic wheels. This is from the Heroes set. And here's the Captain America with the gold Hot Ones wheels, and it is also from the Heroes set. Here's the Grease Gremlin from Speedway Specials. Another really hard one to find. This one's really cool. The Hot Bird from Super Streeters. This was one of the hardest ones for me to ever. I've only seen one, and I was very lucky to get this. It's called Odd Rod, and it's from the Drag Strippers. If you notice, just a little info about these, there's a patch shown on the card, and it says embroidered patch offer, see back. And what you would do is fill out this little form. You'd enclose 6 Hot Wheels symbols and 25 cents, and they would send you whichever one that you wanted. They're marked here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Speedway Specials, Classic Customs, Super Streeters, the Heavies, Drag Strippers, Oldies But Goodies, and Rescue Team. And then you would check which one of those you wanted, and they'd send it to you. You had to send 25 cents and 6 Hot Wheels symbols. I guess the symbol here. So there's not very many of these still left on the card, because kids are, of course, going to want to get those patches. Okay, here is an unpunched, so you can see that, unpunched Fire Eater from Rescue Team. Another Rescue Team. This one is the Fire Chaser. And this is from the Heroes, the Silver Surfer. I believe that's an Inside Story model car, but repackaged and repainted as the Silver Surfer. So that was a cool repaint. This one's from Oldies But Goodies, the Dumpin' A. Really cool. Very nostalgic vehicle. Probably most kids my age had this car in their collection. Also, if you notice, there's a little number there. This one, the series was numbered. This was number 19. One of my favorite ones, Drag Strippers, the Top Eliminator. It's like a gold chrome color. Very cool. Rescue Team. This is Highway Patrol. Very cool. It's also unpunched. This one's pretty tough to find. The Chief Special. An Olds 442 model. There's another very tough one. This one is unpunched. Super Van. And as you can see, it's not any super chrome or anything. It's a black one with the flames. From Super Streeters. Another very cool one, unpunched. It is the Monte Carlo Stalker. Very nice. Very racy looking. One of my favorite ones. Another one you don't see very often, the Maxi Taxi. This one is unpunched from the Heavies, even though this is one of the lighter cars because it has a chrome base. But very cool car, very collectible. This one is the Baja Breaker from Speedway Specials. I like that one. It's really heavy. This is the Ice-T in green. Definitely has that old school Hot Wheels look to it. That's the neat thing about this set is there's a great mixture of classic black wall cars and holdovers from the Redline era. Even though they don't have Redline wheels, it's like these were models that were big in the Redline era. This is a really tough one to find. It's the Show Hoss 2. It's a funny car. Really cool. This one I was very, very, very fortunate to find at a diecast show. And I did have another one, and it was the blister was all cracked up and the card was in really bad shape. So this was a really nice upgrade. I was very happy to find that. There's an unpunched Second Wind. Very similar to the Speed Racer car. This was a real popular one. It still is today. The H Windmill 2. This one is also unpunched from Drag Strippers. This is one of the holdovers from the Redline era. Formula PACK from Speedway Specials. It's one of my favorite cars as a kid. Here, this is based off the Spoiler Sport. It's from the Heroes, the Hulk. Yeah, these Heroes cars are really cool, especially with all the rage nowadays. There's a picture of the card art up on top. It's got Captain America, the Incredible Hulk, and Spider-Man. And this one is unpunched. Another holdover from Redline is the P917 Porsche. This one is really hard to find. This one's from Drag Strippers. Another funny car, the Army Funny Car. Really cool car. Nice and heavy. Back then mostly everything was all metal, so you felt like you're getting your money's worth. Classy Customs, Stage Fright. Probably my favorite Hot Wheel as a kid. I love this thing. Speedway Specials Rockbuster. Cool little dune buggy. This is the oldies but goodies Teetotaler. Redline Club recently remade this. This is one of the great Hot Wheels classic Larry Wood designs. And this one is unpunched, and this is actually the brown version. There is another color variation. Here is the Torino Stalker from Speedway Specials. This is the black version. There is a red version. I have never found one, but supposedly it is in the set, in the patch card, in red. I am missing that one. It's one of the very few that I'm missing. The Heavies, Ramblin' Wrecker. Of course, the story was Larry Wood had his own phone number on this car, where you can. It used to have a phone number on the side before they changed it. So Larry Wood would get calls from little kids because his number was on the side of the Ramblin' Wrecker. Super Streeters, Hair Splitter, Volkswagen Rabbit. The Heavies, GMC Motorhome in orange. Really cool car. A lot of people love this. Oldies but goodies, Auburn 852. Like the oldies but goodies patch with that 57 Chevy on there. Beautiful cards back then. Some of my favorite. It's definitely my favorite set as far as card, the look of the card. Speedway Specials, the Bywayman. Great pickup. There's another holdover from Redline era, the Neat Streeter. Very cool car. On the back it says Ford oldie but a goodie. Really cool. Great light blue color. Rescue Team, the Emergency Squad. There is like something on my blister, but I've never tried to clean it off. It's just something on the exterior of the blister. That's probably why it looks a little weird. Here's the A-OK. Of course, this is kind of a legendary casting because the molding broke for this, so there's a lot of years where there was no A-OKs. They've remade it for Redline Club, of course, but it's always cool. The A-OK is really neat. Another great Larry Wood model. Speedway Specials, American Victory. This is probably one of the more common to find patch cars. The Pack and Pacer, very nice. Just a really neat design car. Kind of reminds me of Wayne's World. Unpunched. It's one of my favorites. This one, the blister is kind of messed up, so I'd love to upgrade this someday, but just haven't really found many. It's the Thing. This is actually, the model is Poison Pinto, and so this is a really neat one from the Heroes. Okay, another really cool one, the Street Rodder. Great car, just that classic look. Super Streeters Corvette Stingray in yellow. There's actually 2 other colors at least of this. Maybe another. Maybe there might be 4 total colors of this. One of the other ones I'm missing is the gray. There's a gray paint variation of this, and it's very expensive. Upwards of $400 to $500 to find that on the card still. So this is the yellow. Large charge. Looks really good in orange, I think. I think it looks better in orange than the chrome version. And the chrome version, of course, is from Super Chromes. It's not in this set. This is one of the all-time great Hot Wheels. When people think of Hot Wheels, they think of this car a lot of times. The Red Baron. It was in this set. Classy Customs. This is another, of course, great holdover from the Red Line era. And the Poison Pinto. A lot of people's favorite car growing up. This one's unpunched. It's not very easy to find. Steamroller. Supposedly 7 stars is supposed to be harder to find, but I don't know if that's true. This is 7 stars. So, Steamroller in yellow. The 31 Doozy. Another one, that classic Blackwall car. And this was one of its very first inceptions. The Heroes Iron Man. Of course, everybody loves Iron Man now. This, didn't know much about him back then, but he was in the Heroes set also. Buzz Off in the gold chrome. Very cool. This one is unpunched. I love this one, especially since Datsuns are so popular nowadays. The Z-Wiz. Great design car. Beautiful. It's only getting more and more appreciation as time goes on. As being a great car from the Super Streeters. Another great one, 56 Hightail Hauler from the Heavies. One of my all-time favorites. Love the 56 Ford. Rescue Team Paramedic. Yellow ambulance. Based on the Super Van. Unpunched Bubble Gunner. Not my favorite, but very cool. Brings back that retro Blackwall memory. The Heroes Thor. And of course, based off the Super Van. And Thor, of course, very popular nowadays with the Avengers. Another one of my favorite ones as a kid, Roger Dodger from Drag Strippers in gold. I love this car. Drag Strippers Inferno in yellow with the flames. Really cool dragster. Here's the inside story in gray from the Classy Customs. Again, there's something on the outside of the blister, which I just didn't want to try to use alcohol or something to clean it off and risk damaging the blister. So I'll just leave it on there. Formula 5000 from Speedway Specials. It's a really nice car. I always wondered why they always face Formula 5000 facing to the right, where all the other cars from back then always faced to the left. But pretty much anytime you see Formula 5000, they're always facing to the right. Never heard really why that is. Maybe someone knows and they can put that in the comments. '57 T-Bird in yellow with the porthole. Very cool. Everybody had this when they were a kid. Classy Customs Spoiler Sport. Another all-time classic from the Red Line era. I think there's variations on the back window. Another Show Hoss 2. This one is the yellow version. The green one earlier I think is the rare, but the yellow one's just as cool. Very nice. This is a really hard to find color variation. This one is unpunched. It is the Monte Carlo Stalker in dark blue. Again, just a great design of a car. Here's a really hard to find one. The Super Streeters P911. It seems like this was originally from Super Chromes. Like some of the Super Chromes got held over into the patch cards. Those are some of the really hardest ones to find out of the patch cards. So if you can get one of those, good. Another one of the Super Chromes that got carried over, Alive 55. Great car, 55 Nomad from the oldies but goodies. Another Dragster, Vetty Funny. Great car. It's from the Drag Strippers. Another Super Chromes holdover, California Cruisin'. Great car. This one's unpunched. Great condition. This is one of the hardest ones to get. The Mustang Stalker in chrome. It's the only ones I've ever seen in patch card are the American red, white, and blue Tampo design. Of course, that was the Blackwall Super Chrome version as well. This one is unpunched. Here is the other Spacer Racer. I don't know if you can tell, that is a glossy red, not metallic red. So this is the other variation, color variant. Of course, the flagship car, '57 Chevy, matches the patch. This is great. It was one of my favorite Hot Wheels as a kid. It was just a fantastically designed Hot Wheel. You know, they still make it today. This is kind of the sister car to the Inferno, the cool one in green. Really cool Tampo design on the front of it. You can see that from Drag Strippers. Another Red Line holdover, Paddy Wagon. Just brings back those old Red Line feelings. Really cool. A Dragster, the Human Torch from the Heroes. You can see the really cool design on the hood. One of my favorite cars when I was growing up, Royal Flash. Got the British flag. Really neat car from Super Streeters. Classic Blackwall Jaguar XJS in the silver. Unpunched. Here is the ones that are yellow like this. I went ahead and put with my patch card collection because they're similar design. The yellow ones were made after the blue versions, and they are not numbered. That's one difference. And this is another. This is the yellow card version of the Heroes Human Torch. Another, if you collected Hot Wheels, you remember this car back from the 80s, 70s, and 80s. Science Friction. Great car. Very unique design. Everybody loved it. There is the Teetotaler, the black color variation from Oldies But Goodies. Red Line era holdover, Funny Money. It's actually a armored car, funny car. So the top will flip up from the heavies. Awesome. Mercedes C111. This was another Red Line era holdover. Really cool, even though it's kind of got basic paint job, and it has black plastic base, but still, I'm sure if you collect Hot Wheels in the late 70s, you remember these. And this one's unpunched. A Ferrari Race Bait 308. This one, I don't like that wheel. The wheel is kind of jammed on that thing. Actually, all the wheels are jammed. It's like it didn't quite get set on there just right. But it's one I have, so I have it. Another Red Line era holdover, Jet Threat 2. Really cool retro look in the dark blue from Drag Strippers. Up Front 924. You can probably pick up one of these. This is probably the least valuable of any patch card car. So if you want to just have one for your collection, I would recommend trying to find. These are pretty easy to get and very reasonable. The Heroes Spider-Man. There's what it looks like on the front, on the top of it. Pretty cool car. They didn't make this very long, I don't think. They probably sold a ton of them, but they never really reused that casting very much. Except for this hero set. This one's hard to get. Lickety Six. Of course, it's got the 6 wheels from Speedway Specials. Flat Out 442. An Olds 442. And this is my favorite one. This is also probably the hardest patch card to get. It is the heavies, but it is a Toys R Us exclusive Jeffries pickup. This one can be quite expensive. It's unpunched. There weren't that many store exclusives back then, so to find ones from way back then is pretty cool. It's like where all that stuff first started. And it's actually the Bywayman repainted and sold as a Toys R Us exclusive with Jeffrey there. Very awesome. Okay. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.